You caught the end of that Merseyside derby, right? The net rippling, the roar, but then, the replays started hitting the screens.
Oh, yeah. Intense finish.
Diogo Jota's winner for Liverpool against Everton. It's still being picked apart, isn't it? Specifically that moment, Luis Diaz played the ball in the build-up, looked, well, really tight, didn't it?
It absolutely did. Visually, very borderline.
And listen, for all the angles, the analysis, and everything else Premier League, you know where to go. English Premier League Pulse channel. It's your spot for news, reviews, the lot.
Definitely. So, yeah, a 1-0 victory for Liverpool, decided by that single, very debated goal. And like you said, the immediate reaction was all about Luis Diaz's position right before he made that pass.
Right. It certainly appeared Diaz might have strayed offside. Which leads us to the big question from this game, and what we're diving into today using Goal.com Nigeria's take on it. How exactly did Jota's goal stand? We all saw VAR got involved, didn't we?
Yes, absolutely. The video assistant referee did review the play. That's a really key point here. It wasn't a situation where the goal was just given without any second look. The Goal.com Nigeria article makes it clear. VAR looked at Jota's winner.
Okay. So Diaz looks offside to many eyes. VAR takes a look, and then the goal is confirmed. Green light. It feels like there's, well, a missing piece of the puzzle. What does the Goal.com Nigeria article suggest happened there?
Well, look at the headline itself. It's pretty telling.
Yeah.
It directly asks why the goal was allowed despite Diaz's apparent offside position. This really strongly implies that while, yeah, Diaz's initial position was debatable, VAR's assessment ultimately found Jota's actual goal-scoring action legitimate within the rules.
So it's not necessarily saying Diaz wasn't offside, maybe, but more that VAR perhaps viewed his involvement as not directly and immediately impacting Jota's goal later on. Like they're seeing it as separate phases of play.
That's a really crucial interpretation, yeah. VAR tends to focus on direct infringements in the immediate sequence leading right up to the goal. The fact they cleared it suggests that in VAR's judgment, even if Diaz was technically in an offside position earlier,
Yeah.
it didn't directly invalidate the legality of Jota's finish itself.
Right. Okay. And here's where it gets, well, interesting because the article highlights the outcome. The goal stood, Liverpool won, but it doesn't give us the nitty gritty of the VAR room chat or the exact lines they might have drawn on the screen. We're kind of left to infer based on the final decision.
Precisely. The Goal.com Nigeria piece delivers the headline facts. Liverpool won 1-0, Jota scored, Diaz looked offside initially, and VAR cleared the goal. It shines a spotlight on the controversy without necessarily detailing the specific VAR logic behind the green light.
So just to wrap this part up for everyone listening, despite what looked like a potential offside for Luis Diaz early in the attack, Diogo Jota's winning goal for Liverpool against Everton was allowed to stand after a VAR review. That's the core takeaway from the Goal.com Nigeria coverage we looked at.
Exactly. And, this whole thing raises a pretty significant question, doesn't it? What does this specific incident and all the debate around it tell us about just how complex VAR can be and about the interpretations involved? It certainly gives you a lot to think about regarding how these huge decisions are made.
Absolutely. A proper talking point from that derby for sure. If you found this little deep dive into that VAR call interesting, please do like, follow, and share this. And don't forget, for all your Premier League news, pre-match, post-match, all the updates, the English Premier League Pulse channel is where you need to be.